Party people in there. Welcome back. It seems like it's been forever since we've been on Calling All Beings. Welcome back, everybody. You have just joined the cabbies, myself, and my homegirl right there, Greater Massachusetts, Bea.
Hello, hello.
Good evening. Good evening. We got to start off tonight on a bit of a somber note, but the reason that we do this is because of what CAB's about. And CAB is about kind of a family. That's why you all are cabbies like we're cabbies. And so hello, everybody. Hello, D-Matt. Hello, people of hello, Valhalla, the official attorney of Calling All Beings. And I think, Terry Doria is up there. Terry, we sent you a message about coming on CAB. So just so you know. And Brenna O'Brien, for the love of Jesus. Hello, Brenna. Brenna, who, I spoke with today, but we're going to get into what we talked about later. Because we got to save that for later, as Eddie Vedder once said. Oh, wait, now that I said Eddie Vedder, maybe we should.
And Dennis is here. Hi, Dennis.
Oh, yeah, Dennis Sweeney. All right, so let's talk about, so CAB is kind of a family. People, we interact with people who are fans of the show. Brenna was a fan of the show. Now she's a friend of mine and ours. And how many other people? Jeez. Phil. I've been texting with Phil DeCesar he's a Massachusetts radio guy, and he was in the chat last week, and now we're communicating, and he's going to be on chat on CAB as well. So it's something we really hi Dennis. Hi Ruthie wait, say something to Ruthie Robles.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
My homegirl from New York City. We're talking about Boricua's homes. So recognize New York. All you Massachusetts brothers and sisters. Okay, so with that, we have some members of the CAB family that we want to say a prayer for tonight. So one of them, we're going to start off with our mod, Captain Jerry Harris, whose father is, she happens to be a retired medical professional, and her father is in a very difficult medical situation tonight. So with that, we're going to do a little bit of a silent prayer. And so I'd like you guys to pray along with us. If you would, direct that energy to Captain Jerry Harris, our moderator. Thank you, everybody, for doing that with us. Hopefully her dad is going to be okay. We have another, hi, Ruby. We have another member of the CAB family, and you know her as Renee F11111. I know many of you here are friends with Renee, and she is also at a hospital and awaiting a possible organ donation. Along with, I think, the birth of her her son. His wife is having a child, so she's got a couple things going on. So prayers for, we're going to say a prayer now for Renee, that she's successful and that either her organ is working or that she gets a donation. So this is for Renee. we'd like to see Renee get back to health and be able to ride her motorcycle again and just, be able to enjoy life. She's a native of Massachusetts as well, so she is one of you all. So, yeah, it's difficult, but it's just something that we like to do on camp. Hello, Colleen Trish, the great mortgage originator from, where's that? Harbor? Is it Harbor One Mortgage in Boston?
Yep.
Harbor One Mortgage in Boston. If you Google Harbor One Mortgage in Boston, you'll be able to find Colleen Egan, who was a mensch, to use the Yiddish word for doing our financial episode, and we plan on having her back and doing another financial episode with the expert who's sitting right over there, Boston Bea, who has helped me enormously. Here's something like the earth. As a result of Bea, I got a lower car payment as a result of her advice. So now I'm paying $100 less a month for my car that still has a considerable amount of time on it. It's only a 2024. So, we're definitely going to do another Are you going to do I shouldn't say we,
Yes.
because I can't do it.
No.
But I would like to be on that one if you'll allow me. And the reason is just to ask.
I'll take it out. I'll take it under advisement.
Okay, well there you go. So
I'm
that's
just
it.
kidding.
I mean, he hasn't even made a ruling yet. But
Right.
but
No
I wanted
rulings.
I want to share with you guys something that happened yesterday that Bea said to me. Tell them what you said about the possibility of me in the round. Go ahead.
Wait, now I don't even know what we're
You
talking
were going
about.
to invite me.
Oh, okay, yes. I said maybe I'll invite you next Wednesday on my ladies' roundtable.
Look at that. Look at that. I got the invite. I'm going to be able to come out from the producer's role in the back studio and get on screen. So I'm very excited for an opportunity to join this. I mean, I'm in
Yes.
no danger of joining the 3Bs or anything like that.
Right?
but
No.
at least-
That's a hard disclaimer. That's a hard stop. That's a hard no.
Okay, that's not happening. But I do want to tell you, I did reach. So Terry Doria, who's in the chat right now, I reached out to you, and also your friend Chimmy. Chimmy Speaks, and so you may, if you didn't see my messages on YouTube, comment, message me at callingallbeings1@gmail.com. If you could put that in the chat, Boston Bea.
Oh, sure.
And we want to have you guys on a future ladies roundtable as well. I know, D-Mart, like if this is a promotion for me. Exactly. I'm sorry I haven't been good on putting anything up on screen yet. Look who's here, also from New York. Ruthie, this is a Bronx original right here, along with Nan Gallagher. Please pass the Peppa is a Bronx OG. Okay? Look at that, Dennis. I got the call up. I feel like it's like the 1980 Olympics and Herb Brooks just pointed at me and said, get out on the ice. So, like, I feel like I'm going to be off the bench here. So, so Terry message us. Yeah, okay, you got it. There you go. All right, and yeah, and ask Jimmy as well. I sent her a YouTube message. I doubt that she got it. So, yeah, it looks like I'm going to get a promotion. So, yeah, we are going to do one. I will ask Boston Bea to come up with one, what date that she wants to do it. Maybe like the week after next, because you're doing, because next week you got a ladies roundtable coming up this week, this Wednesday, and then so maybe after that, and there you go, and then we'll get a hold of you, Colleen Trish. We're gonna do the damn thing. So awesome, great. Let's see who else here. Jermaine Six, I believe, is here. I got to talk to the biggest, if there's a bigger sports fan in the greater Boston area than Sarah Shock and Horror, I want to see this person. And maybe it's just NFL. I feel Sarah Clumian, is it just NFL? So I know she's a big Pats fan. When I said the word Andre Tippett, she knew who it was. So I was like, wow, okay, cool. She had to listen to, unfortunately, Sarah had to suffer through my Dean story. How we got, Dean and sports and all that. But she was actually I know, because like you feel so bad for her right now, right?
Yeah, I've heard this story quite a few times. Just kidding.
Stop it.
Not again. Yes, we know DJ went to Dean. Oh boy, here we go again.
But shout out Dean College. I wish I had my shirt on right now. But she actually enjoyed the story, believe it or not. Okay, here we go. Primarily NHL, NFL primarily, but NHL playoff hockey is the best. Oh my God. Have you seen NHL in person? You have, right? Did you see no?
Yeah, the Bruins. I don't know. In
person.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've seen them in person.
You have. If you haven't seen professional hockey in person, it is incredible. It's incredible. Okay, yeah, thank you. I just got the drive. So yeah, we've got photos to show. We're going to talk about Just En Route. We're going to talk about Mike Proctor tonight. So all that. And look, please pass the peppers. I love NHL, so please pass the pepper. Is it the Rangers? I know it is. It's not tell me it's not the Islanders. Tell me it's not the Islanders. And everybody's got a shout out for D. Sweeney because he the man. And
yes, I was just with him earlier.
I know. I'm lucky you. I mean, only so many people get to do this. Let me see if I get that. Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
So one is, yeah, so if you want to do the pictures first.
I will do that. All right,
okay.
Let me see if I can. Oh, it's only going to let me. Yeah, I need to make an album of them. Yeah, because it only lets you do one of it at a time. So I'm going to have to, I think you're going to have to take over for a little bit. And then
yeah, as long as you don't talk through it. So
bloop.
Because you'll tell me to take over and then you start talking through what you're doing. So then I'm like, I can't concentrate on both things. Anyways, today was, okay, you ready? Ready?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. So today was 6 years since Just En Route was executed in Brookline after suffering a medical emergency. He went over to the hospital, parked his car in the 15-minute parking, went over to talk to a security guard, had a conversation with him, even shook hands at the end of the conversation. He then proceeded to go back to his vehicle, where before he can, as he got out to the stoplight, he was surrounded by officers. Justin was wearing he had a plastic paintball gun on him, which it was clear that it was plastic. But at the corner, he was surrounded by officers who proceeded to shoot him. He then ran back to his car, got in, yes, it was a clear plastic paintball gun with a marker. Very obvious that it was not a real weapon. He then drove down Route 9 into Brookline. He was bleeding because he had been shot in his hands. They did a pit maneuver, and he got out of his vehicle and went over to this grassy area, this little island in front of a supermarket. This was on a Friday, around 9:30 in the morning. And he was stumbling out of the car, went over to this area. He was laying down, totally no threat to anyone. This woman who was an EMT who was running on that path went over to try to provide him with some assistance. As soon as the officers got there, they told her to back off, and they shot 31 bullets when he was on his back, not a threat to anyone, did not have any real weapons. And he was not a threat to anyone because this woman wasn't even afraid to offer him assistance. So within 30 days, the police officers investigated themselves, and guess what? They were cleared. 30 days, that's it. It's justified. And the family wants an independent investigation. And today marked at 9:28 this morning marked 6 years since he was executed.
Yeah. Yeah, when you hear Jen's story, and it's one of the first stories I heard when I met Boston Bea, and it was, because they came on the show shortly thereafter, and it's just it's something very difficult to take, and it's become almost like it's become her life's work to be able to avenge what's happened with her brother. So with that, let me see if I can. Yes,
And
ma'am.
just to add some context, this was Norfolk County DA's office who investigated this, and Proctor was part of it. I mean, again, all the same, Karen Reed, Buchanan, they were all part of this investigation.
Yeah, and that's very interesting that it is the same Oh, and can you see that on screen? Can you see just
Yeah.
on?
Yep.
Okay, let me back off for a second, because as it turns out, Miss Jen Rue.
Oh,
Hi.
hey, girl.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good.
Somebody here misses you other than just Bea. Just so you know.
Oh, I know, and I didn't get to see you the last time you were here.
I know, but I'm going to be coming back. It turns out my dad is going into assisted living in Connecticut as opposed to Jersey. So I'm going to, when he's getting ready to move in. In fact, I got to text him tonight and find out if he moved in, and then I'm going to be making some trips up there to see my dad, and I'll come and see you guys as well. So and
good.
we'll try to schedule some dinners and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
There's your brother. I'm gonna go to full screen, and then is it okay if I go to full screen and then go through the photos? Okay. And just let me know if this is okay. Let me go to preview real quick. There it is. Okay. Now I can go to full screen view. Go. And there you go. So there he is, musician, and he did some writing as well. Your brother?
Yeah, so he wrote a lot of his own songs. Pretty much, actually, pretty much all of them, I think, except one he worked on with someone. But yeah, he wrote all of his own songs and then produced them.
What a gift that is. Who among us doesn't want to be a musician? Let's go through a little bit more of this.
I felt like today there was a moment where like I was trying to play another song and then his song came on. I'm like, yo, Jess, we're not getting to your song right just yet.
It's not letting me do that. I wonder if I go to slideshow.
I love that picture.
Let me see if I can go to slideshow, and then it'll and then I can pause it. Okay. Let's talk about this gentleman right here and this young lady.
Yes.
Boston Brandy and Mr. Sweeney.
And once again, Dennis, dressing for the elements is not a thing. It's not a thing. So you guys think I'm exaggerating today. Okay, this badass that's on the screen with you right there, Boston Bea, talking about, was wearing, Sorel boots and this, and he's pretty tough when it comes to the cold. This gentleman right here is wearing a hoodie and sneakers and a scally cap. It's like, I'm good.
Hey, I'm so happy he wore that sweatshirt.
Yes, because of the back. The back says, what is it? Criminals control Norfolk County. Well, they're like animals, but
And people fear Norfolk County. This guy lives literally in the belly of the beast in Canton, with every one of the McAlberts knowing that he's a detractor. So, there right there is just on memory of just en route. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll do the best I can. January 27, 1979 to, it looks like February 7, 2020. Okay, of course. Yeah, this is it there. He would add, oh man, you guys are gonna have to read that.
He would add an E to the end of his name, making it just one, and he would say that we are just one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And so that's what I always like to leave most of the times when I speak with just that message of, that we are one, and we are, we're all here on the same planet. We're all people, we're all somebody's loved one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know?
people should think about that before they go on Twitter and act a fool or go on their show and say vile things about people. They should think about that. This gentleman right here, I would, we think about it. We would have loved to have met him. We would love to have met Officer John O'Keefe. We would love to have met Sandra Birchmore. We would love to have met Enrique Delgado Garcia. So, there's another great picture of him right there that you put in the snow. Man, that is so beautiful. What you guys did in the snow makes it just even better.
It was snowing. Things were getting really snowy.
And that's your dad right there.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad's going to be 83 in June. And I was just looking at him going, geez, you're looking pretty good there. He's like,
he's amazing.
Yeah, he was, concerned about the snow. And I was like, Dad, you're going to be fine. Get to Route 9. Timma called him and he was like, I'll pick you up if you need a ride. Mm-hmm. But anyway, he made it. So, yeah, it was good.
The community you guys have, the way everybody looks out for everybody else, it's really wonderful. More memorializations of Justin right there. And there is, that looks like my co-host on your right.
Oh, yeah.
Boston Bea. Jen Root, Mr. Root, and none other than
Trisha
McCormick.
Yeah.
I know who Trisha McCormick is. McMahon What's the matter with you?
I mean, we got our executed sweatshirts on. I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
can't miss us.
Oh, look at that. And now you can see the snow. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
That is great.
Muppet Man was out there shoveling. He had his shovel in the back of his car, and he was just like...
Oh,
there he is.
Right there. The Muppet Man. We're talking about Scott, SK27. What a talented man this is. What a talented person. He looks like the guy from that commercial, the most fascinating man in the world. I think it was not Tecate, but it was another Mexican beer commercial. I can't remember which brand it was. He looks like that guy.
Yeah, he drove all the way from Maine.
From Maine, that's right.
Yes. And
that's right.
It's 5 hours away. He went to the standout yesterday in front of D&E. So he wanted to meet everyone, and him and his wife were just the sweetest.
Guess what, Scott? You're coming down when we have a next meal of food, too. So get prepared. And thank you for doing that.
We can all kick back and relax.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Have some pizza and beer. There you go. There's once again, there's Dennis.
There's the sweatshirt. That's the criminals control Norfolk County.
And it's a fact. This is, it sounds like hyperbole, but it's not. It's really not, and that's why they're so scared of Adam Deitch coming in there. We're
going to have to really, obviously we're going to really have to get behind him, and I've been talking with some others too about in the spring, trying to do some fundraisers and really ramp it up. And even if I have to stand in the middle of my town and I need to hold up signs, because there is no way we're going to let a guy on the inside that Michael Morrissey is putting out there, Connor, is it Connor or what?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
No. Nope.
Selected him.
Yeah, I mean, you have to realize maybe he's going to probably put his funding behind, so we just, we're going to definitely really need to do a big push to make sure that Adam gets in.
You got rid of Charlie Ray and you got Chief Daniels. So, I mean, The thought process is you would also be able to get rid of, Connor and the stench that's associated with the coattail hangers of Michael Morrissey. Can you go through who we're looking at here? I know that's Ross and Brandy right there, right in the middle. Ross got the cool jacket on. I can ask him where he got that. Maybe it was Burlington Coat Factory. And who do we have here?
So that's Anne Marie. That's another justice sister of Jen. Mm-hmm. Her brother was also shot. He was shot by police, right?
No, he was actually, he was hogtied.
Okay.
He was from Massachusetts and went to Reno, Nevada, and was at a casino where he was staying in that hotel. and he was having some sort of mental health crisis. He went and asked them to call him an ambulance, and they called the police. And anyway, they ended up taking him in and bringing him to, the county jail, or I don't know what it's called, but anyway, it's they hog tied him and then they suffocated him.
Oh,
So,
I hope it's not that Brooks, the guy
I
that.
mean, it's really bad. I mean, that particular place too has killed a lot of inmates. So
yeah,
that's how I met her. That happened to her family in 2000. I think it was 2016. Could be 2015, but I don't think so. No, it probably was, because then it would be 10 years. So anyway, thankfully I met her because, it's just kind of her and I, and then we started impactfamilies.com just so that we could kind of organize and get some, standouts, some rallies, get to the state house, try to pass some bills, that sort of stuff. So it was good. It's been good to have Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and somebody might be able to Google this. Brian LTL, our brother in crime here, he's done some work on, I can't remember this gentleman's first name, but last name is Brooks. And it was on video.
Daryl, right? Is it Daryl Brooks?
I don't want to guess. Somebody would have to Google it. Because officers have been convicted because his death was on camera at the prison, where they were beating him. Robert Brooks, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, I think I want to pull up this email because Anne-Marie sent it to me yesterday, because there's been a bunch of a push for people to make calls.
Let me just find out who these two folks are here.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh, that's on. Yeah. Oh my God, Ashlyn and what is their last name? Do you remember, Jen?
The Wades.
The Wades. Those are the Wades. Okay. Yes.
That's Bobby Wade. Is that his name? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, there's Peter Murphy. That's Peter Murphy.
Sergeant Peter Murphy. Yep. And this gentleman?
Oh my God. Why am I drawing a blank? I'm bad with names.
Where?
Oh, there's Scotty Boy.
Okay, there's Scott McGinnis right here.
Yep.
And
oh my gosh, that's so bad, because I know his name, and earlier I knew his name, and then now I'm just sitting there like,
I know. Me too, and I've talked to him a million times.
What?
Oh, I sent you that.
Yeah, so we got to give you that.
Yes, Jack Carney. Thank you.
Jack Carney. I love it.
Come to me.
What a great Boston area name, Jack Carney. That's brilliant. And who's that? Who are these two?
Oh, that's Brandy and I. My eyes are doing crazy things. I don't know what's up with this picture. So let's keep moving.
Boston Brandy and Boston Bea.
Listen,
so
there was snow blowing. I mean, there was snow blowing and pieces of snow.
These are two of the three Bs right here that we're looking at. And how about that? 3 all-stars. That Timma.
Yeah.
Right there, Trisha McCormick. And you can't see it, but there's the branded Boston Bea skull cap that's under there. You can order those on the cap. I'm just kidding. You can't order those yet, but it's coming. There's Jen, her dad, and Bea, looking somber and quite cold. And
wasn't too bad.
Is that it? I think that's all I have. That's all I have in that one. Now let's see if I can close this. Oh, use boy. A force quit preview. There we go. Thank you. Yes. Ooh. All right, boy. Tough crowd there with preview. So yeah, I love this Timma. So
Timma.
They're such a wonderful group. For those of you who haven't come to Massachusetts and gone to one of these standouts, I've been to a couple of them, and 2 of them, I guess, and it just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. It's something that you just got to be there and meet these people and take some photos and hold signs, and it's just the 2 hours goes by like that. So
yeah, so fast.
Yeah. So no, it's thank you, Jules. Thanks for paying attention to it. And oh boy, Jen Root has gone all the way up to the Supreme Court with her case. That's how difficult it is. But you know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't. And Jermaine Six says, "I wish I was close enough to come." Yeah, I'm sure that they do too, because they love meeting new people. When new people show up here, they're welcomed with open arms. I've seen this firsthand. You know, we had Heather Honey come up from Alabama, and Jan Sears, and everybody's welcomed. You know, you're just gonna feel like you're part of the crew. So Sarah Shuck, there you go. Yeah, is it possible that you think Adam Deitch could do something with this, Jen? Is that something? Have you spoken with Adam?
I have not spoken to him yet. I definitely am thinking about reaching out. Oh, hold on one sec. I have a child. Hold on.
Sure. Children call. There you go. She's on mute. That would be interesting. First time, I mean, most people don't say that. Most times they say it wasn't awesome. So thank you. Is that Patrick?
Yes.
Hi, Patrick. How are you? I got to speak with you the other day on James Jackson's program. And yeah, another great guy, and we got to speak with Jay Brill today. So
All right.
yeah,
Sorry about that.
No, I mean, what do you guys think about Adam Deitch possibly opening the books on this case?
I really hope so, because anyone, at least in my opinion, because I spent years going down very deep rabbit holes and uncovering a lot of, you know, what the real story was. I would think that anyone who would really look at everything and then look at the officer in Boston and his conduct and all the random things like not putting on his body worn camera, or was on but lying about it, having somebody else's gun, saying I killed the mother F. I mean, it sounded like before he got out of his cruiser that he said we got the hooligan. Sounds like that. And this is somebody who shot a clear plastic paintball gun in Boston. This was more of a, I'm going to get you because, you know, you didn't comply and didn't stay here, as opposed to really being afraid for his life. But once they start to really look and, hey, maybe they can uncover the videos from the Chase ATM that was right there. I mean, there was 2 cameras on there. And, oh, those just happened not, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I really feel like there's a possibility, you know, with him getting into office, taking a look. And I think it's important to take a look at each of these cases, and probably a lot of other cases in addition to these ones, just to make sure that real accountability has occurred, because we can't just, you know, not have anybody be held accountable for, you know, taking people's lives.
And what you said about, how about somebody using someone else's gun or the body worn camera? What about somebody shooting somebody 30 times? Like that, I mean, I would think that would be the primary thing. That, why did that happen? Why did you have to tell somebody to walk away from a medical professional who clearly didn't feel like she was in danger? Why did you tell them to walk away from her so you could kill them? So there definitely needs to be a review of this damn case. Boston, Bea.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? I definitely, obviously the shooting occurs, but I'm so used to hearing all the other side of, well, these officers didn't know what was going on. And when you press the button, sometimes a lot more bullets can come out. And what I actually really think occurred, and too bad that our First Circuit Court of Appeals here wouldn't allow us to put in that marathon bombing when I guess a series came out about that. And they talked about the contagious fire and what happened in Watertown after the marathon bombing. And we brought it up because we said what happened here, part of what happened here, because that's why so many officers shot. It's not because they were all afraid. It's because you had rookies. You had people who didn't have experience. You heard a gunshot, you shot. Okay. You know, one person said they heard a gunshot, so they shot. I mean, so it's like it was contagious fire. And then there's a couple of them that really, you know, like especially the one from Boston, you know, he's the closest. And I'm like, what? Why are you so close? Yeah, why'd you shoot all these bullets? Why were all your bullets found the next day by Yuri? Like, whose gun did you really have? I don't know. But it just is like a lot of there's a lot to learn from this case, because when you look at even just Boston police, right? Who's monitoring their body-worn camera program? What happens to somebody when they're not using their body-worn camera? How is that being, watched? I mean, so that it just opens up a lot of opportunity to really start to look at, how well these systems are working, and are they really putting on their body-worn cameras? Because all of them in the videos were going like this and tapping, and they were all warning each other. So,
and the fact that, shoot now, ask questions later, like that, he was not a threat to anybody in that moment. And, I can't help but to wonder if they had just, like we talked about earlier, had some compassion, gotten him to the hospital, he may have potentially survived this. But in those moments when they decided to go, shoot now, he was not a threat to anyone. They could have apprehended him if he...
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
If they felt he was a threat. There was no need to shoot.
Well, the guy's in a prone position on the ground, right? He was
on his back.
He was on his back?
He was actually probably we don't all know, right? Because we don't actually have the video.
Right.
But based off of what Shelley said, he and based off the video we saw, he fell down and he was on his right side. And guys, his wrist was shot, so bone was showing. I'm like, and you guys all say that he was reaching with his right hand, but yet getting up off the ground. I mean, like, none of it makes any sense. Like, anybody who's like gonna like really pull it apart, you're going, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, if you're scared to approach a suspect like that when you're armed, when you have 25 police officers, however many police officers, then you're in the wrong job. So if you felt like you needed to fire off 30 rounds into somebody, yeah, this is what this is. Then you're in the wrong position. Okay,
and everyone
you need to go turn in that badge. So
yeah, and what's shocking and has always been shocking to me is that people in Brookline, when we as a community don't stand up to this sort of stuff and we let this kind of excessive force go unchecked, this could happen again. And bullets ricochet. Bullets
it will happen
fly,
again.
And yeah, it will. I mean, thankfully nothing major has happened, and the Boston police have in the prior years actually talked down a mentally ill with a real actual gun. And that didn't end with him, ending his life. But I would just say that all of this would have been totally, absolutely, completely different had that initial Boston police officer just had a conversation or said, hey, what's your name? Or do you have a license to carry that gun?
Dude, anything but doing what they did. Like that, you just,
a gun.
Yeah, you just don't do that, man. You just don't do that.
And I mean, are people okay with you could go to a major hospital in Boston and that's the kind of response that you have? I mean, and the fact that the security guard from Brigham, communicated information that my brother had threatened to shoot him. And now, you have a deposition and you find out under oath that my brother never said that. He felt threatened. So you don't report what you're feeling, okay? You report what actually happened, because reporting something like that heightens things, right? I mean,
right.
There is a big problem.
And qualified immunity, yes.
Yes, and that, obviously, because then they can, just kind of do whatever they want. There's a big problem with policing in the United States, and it's not with all police, but there's enough that it traverses, intercontinentally all across the United States to all these different municipalities and cities. You can see what's going on with ICE right now, and I don't care. First of all, I hate politics, and I don't care about politics, but we should not be seeing people treat people Americans in that way, and going around with masks on and assaulting people in that way. I've never seen this in my lifetime in the United States. And even Second Amendment folks would not be for the government coming and doing these kinds of things. Hey, who are you? Let me see your ID. It's like, hey, wait a minute. It's America here. So
Yeah, it's been very. I can't really watch the news because it really. I mean,
neither
people
can
getting
I.
shot like that. It just reminds me of my brother and
Yeah,
knowing that that type of violence, like regardless of all the different scenarios of what they could have been doing, not doing, whatever. It's like that is not the way that it needed to be handled, and it doesn't
Right.
justify shooting somebody and taking their life. Like,
right.
where did it become that if you don't comply, you die? And it's not even that you're actually really in danger, right? So the whole idea is that when you use deadly force, your life has to be in imminent danger in that very second that you use deadly force.
Yeah, and I saw a case like this. I want to say it was Wilmington, Delaware, and not Wilmington, North Carolina. But the situation was about a kid, and he was in. There was a stop. It was he and a 12-year-old, and he was about 17 or 18, and they were having some issues, and the police stopped him, and the kid ran. Long story short is he goes back to his house. He runs back to his house and he's sitting in the car. And the police officer smashes the window of the car. And the kid, I think, got out the other side and ran up. I think there was a civilian that got involved in this on a motorcycle. And this, he runs up the stairs to a trailer. I believe he lived in a trailer. And they tackle the kid. And he was asphyxiated and killed right there. This officer he's no longer on that police force. Okay. Because he used excessive force. He had he was hired by this municipality. So I want you to think about the guy that was hired by the North Andover police who had sexual harassment issues at Salem State and then is hired at North Andover this July. And so a new police chief is voted in. And as soon as this guy takes over, he starts to stop everybody, mess with everybody, kind of like a heavy-handed approach to policing in this small North Carolina town due to a couple of car break-ins or something stupid like that. This guy had been 20 years a sheriff, had never had an officer kill somebody on duty. Never. Anyway, now in this situation here, they kill this kid. And this officer, he had his lawyer and the whole 9 yards. And there's another one of those guys that when they hired him, he had multiple accusations of excessive force. It's like, dude, you're in the wrong. I want to highlight what Cynthia Lynch says here. We need reform, Colonel Noble. Yeah, Colonel Noble, if you're listening, it was not enough just to sanction Proctor for the stupid text messages. Sticks and stones can break my bones. Names, can never hurt me. What he said about Karen Reed is nothing. And we should get into, I think we should talk about that a little bit. I want to hear you.
Hold
Yes,
on. Can
ma'am.
I just tell you something? Because this is important for everybody to know.
Please.
One of the first things that this administration, and I don't get too much into politics, but when I watch things go backwards in the regards to this very issue that you were talking about, there was a database of problematic officers that were fired from wherever they were working, right? They literally, and by the way, to get fired, you have to be, it's a lot to get fired, okay? So you have to imagine this database of all of these problematic officers. This administration took it down, and they got rid of it. And I don't know why, because that's concerning to me. Because now you could get an officer from somewhere else and hire them, and not ever really find out that they have some serious things in their record.
Yeah. There has to be, everything needs checks and balances. It's like they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's the reason why, is because you want people to feel like they're going to face consequences if they get out of line. I grew up in the military. I work in the military today, and is fear of consequences that sometimes appeals to, or sort of triggers our fear response of, hey, something I might want to do, I'm not going to do because there will be consequences. And unfortunately, we have a situation where there's just not enough of those. and it kind of gets into the whole thing with Proctor and the phone, and the fact that he just destroyed his phone. And I think we should get into that here because, and I'm speaking to the McAlberts now, and I'm not naming any one of you. I'm just speaking to the McAlberts writ large, and you know who you are. You wonder why why you have to have some of these morons go on YouTube and defend you. And you put up this fundraiser as soon as, you know, Karen Reed talks about that, you know, she's acquitted and then she's going to file a civil suit. You wonder why you look guilty. It's because every damn thing you do, and I almost use the F word there because that's what I think about when I think about these people. I think about curse words. Everything you do looks guilty. So Brian got rid of his phone as soon as this, before the court order, which we know someone from the Superior Court or the Stoughton Court called and told him, you better get rid of your phone because you're going to receive an order in 24 to 40 hours, whatever the hell it was. And then Higgins, the manner in which you went to an FBI kiosk with your phone, and then you went and dumped it on the base and you took the wire cutters to cut your SIM card. And now Proctor's done that. That, and Jen, you deleted the text. You only deleted one Google search. What did the innocent person do, Bea? Give me the example of an innocent person.
0. That was Karen Reed, who just handed her phone without a warrant and without deleting any searches or phone calls or text messages. That's what an innocent person does.
Exactly.
Thank you. And what a guilty, and now Proctor destroying your phone. That's what guilty people do. And that's why they think you did this, because an honest officer who doesn't know any of you a-holes in Nicholas Barros said the taillight wasn't damaged. And then at court, they showed a damaged taillight. That's how we know that you're guilty.
Yeah.
But
so why did you delete your phone messages, Mike?
But they did get the records of his text messages all the way back to 2013, right? Because you know what?
Yes.
I would like to see 2020 and 21 and 22.
Well, if he lost his phone, put that in some air quotes, Jen. There had to have been a reason. There had to have been something. This could have been ex post facto. I don't know. I don't know if they have the stuff that shows, because what I saw, and this is on Twitter, so this is allegedly. I saw on Twitter today that supposedly he was communicating with the McAlberts the night of, and I'm talking about specific McAlberts now.
Yes.
The Mick part of the Alberts, if you will, without saying their last name. He was communicating with the Mick part of the Alberts the night of, before his body was found. How do you... Jeez, how would he know? No one had even called 911 yet. No one had even had a fake 911 call. Can you do the Jen 911 call? Go ahead, Bea.
There's a man passed out in the snow.
At 34
Fairview.
How could anybody ever say that about there's a man passed in the snow? I'd be like, my friend, or whatever.
Officer down.
Something, but you don't go a man in the snow.
A man. Like you don't know him.
He has a 1.2 temperature, and he is 5'9". I mean, what do you mean there's a man? You're like, my friend is in the snow dead. He's an officer. Like, that's what you said. You don't say.
A friend you've known for 10 years. You didn't just meet this person and say, oh, my friend. No. He wasn't just a man.
That's disassociative behavior 100.
She was disassociating. 100%.
And by the way, Chimmy Speaks is there. Chimmy, I reached out to you on YouTube. We want to get you on a cab roundtable. So you and your homegirl Terry. So give me a message at Calling All Beings, the numeral 1 at Gmail. Okay, man. All right, never mind. All right, we want to thank. We got a couple things starred. First of all, Donnie Not Wahlberg gifted 5 calling. So we have 5 new cabbies as a result of you. Thank you very much, Donnie Not Wahlberg. We appreciate it. I believe you are not in the state. Are you in Washington? Hashtag Bigfoot. Just let me know. Terry, extremely. Thank you very much. Beautiful space here. Thank you all. Blessings to all. And the reason why it's a beautiful space, I'm going to point at the chat right now. It's not only because these two, but because of you in the chat, because you guys make this a beautiful space. And we thank you very much.
It's collective. It's collective.
That is true. It's true. But Jen, later on, can you talk about music? Patrick wants you to talk about music. I don't know.
I can play
about his music. Yes.
Yeah.
About
Well, even if you go to Justin's website, I have the music on there.
Okay. JustonRoot.com.
JustinRoot.com. Yeah. And you'll see like about, and then there's his music there. Yeah. Yeah. He's good.
Jen kept trying to declare John dead many times during the 911
Yeah,
call, even when the operator was. Yeah, exactly. Why weren't Jen? How come you didn't get out and do CPR? You know, all that coaching you have. I know you had to have CPR cert if you were coaching in high school or middle school, right? Supposedly you were a soccer coach. So.
Oh, well, how about this? Not running into the house or wondering, hey, is my sister?
Well, why would you do that? Because you want to make sure Brian
or maybe
Albert
go
can be
grab
disassociated from the
The
crime.
fastest person to go is like run and start screaming inside the house to get help. But no.
No, it's you got to keep Brian clean. So if he knows about it, now he's gonna have to interact with police. So pretty slick.
And never mind the fact that they could have been. I mean, he was a police officer. You know, it's like he could have had. You know how many people Brian Albert put in jail? Like they could have been coming to retaliate, and this was, you know what I mean? Like just the fact that there was no urgency or no worrying about her sister because the fix was in. That's why.
I mean, 100%. Everything they did was guilty. How the hell are you not knocking on the door of a police? Hey, do you know there's a brother officer of yours on the lawn? I mean, in what world doesn't that happen? Everything you guys did was guilty. So stop it. Whatever your name is, 43, you little cutesies from Canton that are doing that YouTube show. You look so silly and dumb. It's so obvious. It's like telling me the sky is not blue. And I'm going, it looks blue to me.
Right. And can I say something, DJ? Jen brought up something today during the memorial that really kind of resonated with me. Jen, obviously correct me, but you spoke about the fact that, you know, with the investigation, or I'm paraphrasing here, something to the effect that you said you didn't need Karen Reed to know something was done wrong in your brother's investigation.
Sorry, that was for Jermaine 6 because she
No,
said Bigfoot country.
Or you said, yeah.
No, what I meant is that if there was an officer who was involved with another officer's death in some regard, and it was investigated by the Norfolk DA's office, I wouldn't even need to know anything except that, where I would be like, you know, because just take a look at the track record here.
Right.
I mean, you know, I think that's all you have to say. So, like, for me, knowing what I knew about Justin's case, any of these cases, anybody could have, I'd be like, I don't need to know the details. I already know that, you know, it wasn't investigated properly.
Right.
And if this is what they call proper investigation, then that's a whole other conversation. The fact that Proctor got on that national TV show and said that, you know, he wouldn't do anything differently. I mean, you know, and then you have Buchanan on the stand like, this was a good investigation, and I'm like, is this serious? I mean, really? Come on.
Wait,
you know.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jermaine 6, are you outside doing tree knocks right now? And if not, you should be doing the howl just like they did on Finding Bigfoot, please. Sorry. So it's got to be some Bigfoot on this show as much as possible, Jen. Okay, so all right, we have Jen Root here. I'm not passing up this opportunity, Bea. Okay, Jen Root, your position or thoughts on Bigfoot and UFOs.
Well, first of all, Justin loved UFOs, and he said that he was down with the aliens. Yep. And some of his songs are connected to the aliens and DNA terrorists and all sorts of stuff. So I think what I think is that it would be very small-minded of us to think that just life exists here on this planet. I mean, that's just all mind. Like, no, there has to be some life on another planet or in the orbit or whatever. So yeah, that's my and Bigfoot. I don't know.
I can tell you, I mean, we've interviewed a number of people on this show. It's kind of like, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a very honest person that would not, like, come on a show and just straight up lie? Do you consider yourself that person?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like lying.
Right.
I like truth, and I like and I can I like other people who speak the truth.
Okay, so if I said, so the answer is yes. You're not that. You're the type of person that you wouldn't do that. So if you told me I have spent a lot of time in the woods and I 100% saw a Bigfoot and almost had a heart attack and stuff, how would I be to say no, you didn't see that?
Well, first
You
of all,
see what I mean?
you don't. Yeah. Well, that's not right. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that. I'd think it's interesting that you saw something like that. I wouldn't go out and say you couldn't have seen that. No, I mean you should be more curious, especially if you're friends. You'd be more curious about it, and you can kind of say, "Huh, wow, are you sure about that?" But not, no, you didn't see that.
And now, if I told you on the BFR, or the Bigfoot Research Organization website, that Matt Moneymaker started, he's the guy who he's a Californian who went to law school in Ohio, and while he was in law school in Ohio in the 90s is when he had a Bigfoot experience out in, like, I don't know if it was Salt Fork State Park, and then became a researcher while he was a lawyer. And he started this organization. Supposedly they've had 60,000 reported sightings. They have only published some of those because if there's a tangent of paranormality associated with it, they don't put it on their website. But people who have had access to their database that's not public says there's been 60,000. I think there's 10,000 at least. So everybody can't be a liar. And if you just look at the 1967 video, no question in my mind, Dr. Jeff Meldrum from Idaho State, who just passed away, what was it, about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, maybe, Dr. Meldrum, he's been on this program, among others, and he has studied Bigfoot and he had 300 footprints, cast tracks of them. And he goes through the Patterson-Gimlin film and tells you he's an expert on animal anthropology, locomotion, and foot morphology. So when you think about that, people that study the feet, like that alone is like a very specific discipline of anthropology. And he said that 100%, I mean, what I'm looking at right there, I am seeing muscles and a real creature moving. Long arms, mammary glands, which, are used to feed children, is what that creature had. That was a female creature, not even a male creature. So who in 1967 is going to make a monster suit that would have the technology to make a monster suit and put mammary glands on it? Like, nobody would do that.
But you know what I find most interesting too is that people, and maybe not Bigfoot related, but more the UFO side, that you have top level, like what you've discussed, top level personnel that are willing to lose their jobs, their career over speaking up about this stuff.
Oh.
Because why would you be willing, like, why would you put your own, just because have certain information, why would you put your livelihood, your career, everything you've given on the line to speak out?
Jules herself has had a sighting, Armad, in Indiana. She grew up in rural Indiana. Had one when she was growing up. So, I mean, I know many, many people. We interviewed Matt on the show, Matt Knapp of Bigfoot Crossroads. I've interviewed many people that have had sightings, and and what Terry's saying right here, even in the Everglades, they have a smaller version known as the skunk ape. And then as you get up to where Donnie Knott Wahlberg and Jermaine Sixer up in the Pacific Northwest. As the game gets bigger, the deer are bigger, the elk. You know, we don't even have elk in Florida. But as the game gets bigger, Bigfoot gets bigger. So people have seen a 6-foot Sasquatch in Florida, and people have seen 9 and 10 foot or larger Sasquatch in Washington. Washington is the #1 state for sightings. There are even counties where you can't even shoot at one legally. So why would they have a law like that if people aren't seeing them? You know, people see them crossing roads. So there's no question. I mean, I've talked to law enforcement, military, and so forth. Anybody you want to name, not that. I don't believe. I hear them almost every week. And then I hear people's sightings that I do believe. So it's a fascinating thing. It's a very human-like creature. Some of them describe a very human face. In fact, we have a friend named Sibylla Irwin who's been on the show several times. She's a forensic sketch artist. So she does, you describe the Bigfoot you saw, and she does the sketch of it and says, does it look like this? And she has a whole website about it and a YouTube channel. So she's one of the most, man, you see the respect she has when she's on our show, Bea? Sibylla?
Yeah, for sure.
She is an OG, man. We got a new member. Who do we have? Oh, do we have a new? Oh, we do.
Yes.
Greek Princess 75. Thank you very much for becoming a cabbie. We appreciate you. And oh yeah, should we talk about the round tables we want to do in the backstage pass? Take it away, Bea.
All right. Yes. So make sure you send us an email, callingallbeings1@gmail.com, and let us know if you want to do a backstage pass where we go backstage. We won't be live, and we'll just have a nice conversation. And we could also do this live. So make sure you email us to let us know that you're interested, and we definitely want to give a deadline. So why don't we do the 15th? You got 8 days. Email us. Okay,
8 days. Email us, and
2:15 deadline.
So we'll try to we'll get some friends to come backstage with you. So we'll ask like Mike Crawford, James Jackson, Jay Brill, Brian LTL. So there'll be people backstage with you to talk, along with Boston and Bea. And I'm going to tell you, if you've never had a 3-way call with us, most people can't forget it. They might want to, but no, it's fun. There's a lot of people that have had 3-way calls.
I've been on the 3-way with you guys.
Yes, of course.
Dennis Sweeney. Wait, has Pepper? Have we had one with Pepper?
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay,
yes,
cool.
we
There we
did.
go.
Yes. So Jen has to get going, but Jen, final thoughts on today. I mean, I thought you did an amazing job. You're the kind of sister that anybody would want. You're fearless. You are, you just put so much thought into everything you do. And, it's, while obviously my heart breaks for your family and what you've gone through, the love that was there today surrounding you and your dad was amazing. And thank you for bringing us all together year after year. It doesn't matter the weather conditions. We're going to be out there with you. So
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. And I just have to say it was perfect today. Obviously I have had some, health detours and, didn't want to commit to doing something big. And I also felt like last year was 5 years, but after, seeing things happening for, John O'Keefe and then Sandra Birchmore, then I was like, and I'm driving by and I was like, I really don't think I can just sit on February 7th in the morning and be like about my day, So I just felt like I needed to be there. And then it just like kind of, the troops rallied and I loved being all in a circle with everybody. And especially at the end, which we don't have on video, but that's because we were all being very present. But we were all arm in arm and we were listening to Imagine by John Lennon, which was one of Justin's favorite songs. And, it ends with, the world, we can live as one. And just imagine all the people, like imagine more love and more compassion and more caring. right? Because that's what it really gets down to. A lot of this stuff has happened because there's people who have lost touch with caring about other human beings, right? So it was really special, and thank you, yeah, and thank you for coming too. It was great to have you, and also for us to get some pictures with our executed, because I was looking at our
Yes.
pictures from last year. You know, all of us with the shirt. I was like, oh my gosh, we look like we're like in a total photo shoot. Like, come on, right
Yes.
here, right now. Yeah.
Yes. The only thing we were missing was the cart.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my-
The cart.
We should have
that
got
cart,
one.
It's like every time it was like a star market star, right? Star market. But yeah, it's crazy. And then I'll leave on this note because I feel like Justin makes a lot of contact through numbers and dates. So Justin just had his birthday, which was January 27th, which is 2/7, you know, and today's 2/7. But next year will be his 7 years, and it will be his birthday will be 1/27/27, and then, you know, obviously February, you know, 2/7/27, and the 7th year. And I feel like he has some plans for next year. I don't know what they are, but I was like, okay, I feel the energy, I feel something boiling, you know. So anyway, thanks for having me, and yeah, we'll be in touch.
All right.
And,
Sounds
have a
good.
good night.
Jen,
Thank you for being on.
Man, can I get to say something to Jen?
I just want to say
Damn.
bye to my friend.
Yeah.
Can I get to say goodbye too?
Sure.
All right.
Sure. She'll wait for you.
Jen,
I'll wait. That's good.
Jen,
I'll give you a hug. I'll give you a hug.
Thank you
First
very much.
hug.
I didn't get to see you the last couple of times that I've been there, so I hope that I get to see you next time. And for people that haven't met Jen, what you see, she is exactly this person that, and for that matter, you know, all of these people that you've seen in the movement, the standout warriors,
yeah.
they're exactly what you think, what you see, what you perceive on screen. That's who they are. And I hope I get to
Yeah.
see you again. It's an honor to become one of your
will.
friends, ma'am.
And this is a wonderful, wonderful community, and it's true. So if you're ever in the Boston area, definitely come out to any type of standouts. Obviously, this spring we're going to do a big push for Adam to be the Norfolk DA. But we welcome everyone. It doesn't matter, all different walks of life. We're all coming together for like greater good for all of us. So anyway, all right. Good night.
All right. Take care.
General, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, friend.
Bye, love. Miss Jen Root, Bea's friend. Let me see that. Sorry, here we go. Hold on, we gotta get this one in Bea. Is that your favorite new?
It just makes me chuckle. Excuse me. Can't even. Yeah.
What Terry said right here. So thank you.
Yeah.
And please pass the pepper, our friend. This is a wonderful person. She would be embarrassed if I told you some of the things that Please Pass the Pepper has done in this community, and I'm not gonna embarrass her because then she's gonna yell at me after the show. She's wondering if you ill. Are you sick today, Bea? Please pass. No. Do you have-
No, I feel like a little paranoid now. Gosh, is it my microphone? Do I sound okay? No, I'm totally fine. I mean, I was freezing this morning, but I'm starting to thaw out.
Yeah. Other than being sick of me, she's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I hope I don't look sick. Do I look sick?
No. No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Please pass the pepper, which says, what you see is what you get. Jen is a lovely woman dedicated to our family. Unconditional love, an admirable woman, a good daughter, a great mother, fantastic sister with a big heart. It shows. Please pass the pepper. I can't even, like I said, I'd get in trouble, so I'm not going to tell you what she did for us on a previous trip to Massachusetts, but Please Pass the Pepper is a wonderful person who's
And
done
kind.
a lot of things. Very, very kind person.
Yep.
Bea looks great. There you go.
Oh, okay. Just
And-
checking. Maybe my voice is off. I don't
and-
know.
Jimmy
Could be my
Speak says,
microphone.
you look fab, instead of like Fernando Lamas. You look marvelous. But you look fabulous, she says.
I sound sniffly. Well, it was very cold today, I have to say.
Oh, look at this. We've got a good show tonight. There we go. Someone is excited about football tomorrow, the Super Bowl.
Yes.
There we go. I know some love for Pepper. Lots of love for the Pepper here. Look at there. There's another one from Terry. Terry is such a positive force, man. I get it. Terry, if you want a wrench, you got one. And we want to get you on a ladies round table as well. So some people aren't comfortable being on air, but we have invited you, Terry and Chimmy. So let us know. All right, homegirl.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. If you want to call in, the number is 719-602-4464. The link was put up in the chat. It is there if you want to come up and chat with us. There is the link. And you're welcome to come up and chat. Bea, so yeah, getting back to Proctor, I'm very curious of why. Now, obviously, when you get an iCloud dump,
Right.
I'm wondering if there's anything, if he would have had something on another medium on his phone that they weren't able to get. Signal, chats, or something like that. He may have sent something in WhatsApp or Signal that he was communicating with the McIdiots on that perhaps they didn't get in the iCloud. I don't know. It's possible. But the fact that he lost his phone is indicative of all of their behavior. And that's why when you guys wonder why you're guilty, this is the reason why. Because you don't act like innocent people. And as it turns out, there is nuance. Like people will, and this has happened with police before, where they'll come up on a scene, somebody is lying there dead, a loved one is there. Uh-oh, here we go. Bring it up.
Call from Valhalla Law here.
Oh, hey, girl. Hey.
Val.
Hey.
How are you? Oh, guess what?
Can you hear me?
We can
Yes.
hear you loud and clear. And guess what? Someone else is here. Party people, put your hands together for Valhalla Law. And please pass the pepper.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
All right, you are here. Welcome, ladies.
You can't
Hi,
see me,
ladies.
can you?
No. We
No.
just see the
Is
little.
I look like
first time
shit.
we've had more than one person on the phone?
No, okay, so Val, I don't know if there's any kind of a delay. We right now, Jennifer Lopez applause. I love it, Ruthie Robles. J-Lo Holmes. All right, so we have, right, you're just Bea from the Bronx. So anyway, we have Valhalla on the phone. We have Please Pass the Pepper on the show. So we're going to have to be a little bit organized here. Let's start with Val since she called
I'm not
in first.
talking. You don't have to be organized. I just
No.
did it by accident.
no,
I was
we're-
testing
I'm
the
having
link.
a little trouble with you guys kind of going in and out. And I just had one
Go ahead.
short but important thing. And it connects to everything we were talking about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Andrea Burkhart
Mhm.
has reviewed what's his name? Farwell's, I can't remember his first name. Is it
Matthew.
William Farwell?
Matthew or Billy?
His motion to dismiss in his federal case.
Mm-hmm.
And his attorneys have brought up what, according to Andrea, and like Andrea kind of, knows everything, is a very legitimate basis for the motion to dismiss to succeed.
What?
That is, without going into all the little bits and pieces, unless anyone wants to hear it, it's very possible that the federal case against Farwell could be dismissed, which means our only hope, if that were to happen, is to see Adam Deitch in the DA's seat so he could bring murder charges, straight up murder charges, against Farwell.
Can you summarize? Now, I understand what you mean because that would be done at the state level. Can you summarize the nature of that motion to dismiss for layman, in layman's terms for us? Oh, we lost Val. Wow, you talk about a mic drop. That was Here goes Val. Wait,
just us, huh?
This is what happened with
It's
that
just us. Just the three of us.
one.
Just kidding.
This is what Val just did. She just dropped the mic. All right, let me stop that one. Wow, Pepper, let's get your reaction to what you just heard.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I was playing with the StreamYard and I didn't hear a damn thing.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead, Bea. You can
Well-
be the news reporter.
Oh, is this about Matthew Falwell?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that son of. All right, I got some thoughts on that.
Hi,
All right.
Vic.
Relax, B. I'll be good. I see that look B is giving me.
No. I'm waiting for you. You said you had some info, so tell us.
I do have some thoughts about
Yes.
this predator. And I think he is. Well, I found out about Sandra. And this is just DJ knows probably where I'm going to go with this, but I found out about Karen Reed through Sandra. I never knew about the Karen Reed. It was Sandra, who was the one I had been looking into when my son was getting ready to go to school up there. I stumbled upon her situation, and then I mentioned it to a few people in the military, and it was well known because my stepdaughter's in the Marines, and it was well known that the Falwell boys were known there. You know, the story got around that they had sullied the Marines. So it was something that was thought about, at least in my world. People were talking about the Falwells and how they were getting away with this, and they were chomos, and that's what they were referred to as. And people were upset about that. I don't understand how they got their DD-214s. And that was questionable to me.
Well, so let me speak to that real quick.
Sure.
They're not, those two knuckleheads are not retired. Those two knuckleheads were Army, is my understanding is they're not Marine, they're Army reserves. One of them moved out to he was part of an Army unit, reserve unit. This is Billy now.
Right.
He was living in New Mexico, but he was part of a unit in Arizona, which is very common. People will belong to a unit that's not local to them. And Matthew, I believe, obviously is no longer in the Army Reserves, and I think was bounced after this came out, I believe.
Okay.
So that DD-214, well, I guess you could have a DD-214. A DD-214 is just like your
Honorable
service record.
discharge. Yeah.
It's like your service. It's the character. Your DD-214 might say dishonorable discharge.
Right.
Mine doesn't, but somebody's might.
No, do they really?
I believe so. Yeah, I can check on that while you girls are talking. I'll be silent.
All right. I'm not sure about that. I want to check up on that because I was just reading something about that today.
That's what I'm going to do while you guys are talking. I'm going to Google.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So
did you finish your thought on that? So the fact that they're the motion to dismiss.
Oh, that I think he's probably going to talk. I don't think he's ever going to make it to trial. I think he's going to talk and then he's going to be sent somewhere. I think that's the way as far as it's going to get.
Right.
I know a lot of people disagree with me, but there's too much to uncover. The others, everybody walks around up there, peacocking all the time. I mean, with good reason. And as you've noticed, change doesn't come easy up there. It's ingrained. So what are they going to do with these two guys? I know the military, those guys would love to get their hands on them. I do know that. But what's that going to do? That doesn't solve anything. So what are they going to do with him? What's the threat against him? I mean, he's already lost. So, he's lost everything. So what are they going to hold against him is my point. Other than the death penalty, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me. I can
I
read
mean, because
this now.
he's lost. He'll be despondent. I mean, there's nothing left for him.
Oh no, I mean his.
Yeah.
His life. I mean, if he
Most
owned.
dangerous person, right? Is one who doesn't have anything. Who lost everything.
Yeah, I mean, if he had a landscaping business before, he'll be lucky if he can get a job on a weed eating crew for somebody
even
else
that.
at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me read this about DD-214.
Oh yeah, please. I don't have the eyes for that.
No, not every service member, and I'll try to enlarge it for the audience
No,
here.
it's okay.
No, not every audience automatically receives a standard DD-214 report of separation. It is generally issued upon separation from active duty or after 90 plus days, consecutive days of active duty training mobilization. Reservists and guardsmen usually only receive them for specific extended active duty periods. Here in these guys, it said guard and reserve. Active members, they get they do not receive one for traditional drilling. They must have a qualifying period of active duty, 90 plus days, and says to address gaps in documentation, military now issues a DD 214-1 for reservists and guardsmen. Exception, a DD 214 is not issued for reenlistment, promotion, or separating temporary training. So it sounds like those guys, if they serve more than 90 days, they would get some sort of a DD 214 to describe their character of service. So that would be, or I should say, for dishonorable and for dishonorable.
It's crazy that we even have to look this up.
I know. I mean, thank God, I didn't have to find out about that. Yes, even those with a dishonorable discharge receive a DD 214.
Really?
It's not something. Yeah, that's what it
Oh
says
my God!
right here.
I've been asking all these years. Show me your DD 214. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, but they're not going to want to show it to you when it doesn't say honorable discharge. So that's
okay.
That's how that works. Thank God.
I just learned something.
Yeah.
It explains a few morons I had to deal with over the years, that I always thought were dishonorably discharged. So.
Well, no,
right.
They should be able to show you one, but they're not going to want to volunteer that to you if it's dishonorable. Bea has seen mine, and it obviously it has your social security number on there, which is PII. But yeah. So let's see. Donnie says, "I did 20 plus years plus VS. What's up, my homie?
Thank you for your service."
Walt Disney has one. Yeah. Walt Disney, I think was in the man. There's so many. Jimi Hendrix, John Fogerty.
Yeah.
So many. There's so many actors that have been in
Charlton
service.
Heston. I mean.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Ted Williams was a famous fighter pilot. Well, people don't know that the astronaut John Glenn was a wingman of Ted Williams. And John Glenn is a very famous astronaut. So, yeah. Let's get back to Bigfoot. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's go back to Bigfoot because I'm afraid now every time I go in the woods because of you. I'm never afraid of anything. You got me looking for Bigfoot.
Dude, I get scared being in the woods. Sometimes thinking about Bigfoot. But let me answer what Dennis said. Have they ever found one? So this is what I surmise because I do not know. I surmise that absolutely the government has found one. Our colleague Wes Germer of Sasquatch Chronicles, who has videos on YouTube with 700,000 and 800,000 views, where he's interviewed people. He's the most prolific interviewer of Bigfoot witnesses in the world. And there are some that are pretty close, but he is the number one guy. He interviewed a soldier who was near you, Jermaine and Donnie Knott Wahlberg at Fort Lewis in Washington, that was in what's called OPFOR, opposition force. So when you send soldiers out into a training area and you want to have an opposing force, these are the guys. Long story short, there was a special forces team out there that he alleges shot 2 Bigfoot out there. And he said he saw it. Yes. And I've heard of multiple soldiers at Fort Lewis in the training range that have said that they have seen a Bigfoot. The special forces soldier himself, who was part of that team, came on Wes Germer's show about 3 months after the initial soldier and said, yes, and the way he was talking, the language he was using was consistent with a special operator. I come from that community. I know how they talk, and the way that he was speaking was consistent, that I believe that he was an SF team member.
Okay.
And he said that they'd shot something. He would not characterize what they shot, but he said, we shot something. So that should tell you all you need to know. Beyond that, there are 3 different forest fires that I have heard, government people that were in attendance, that saw Bigfoot come out of the woods, burnt with hair singed. One of them was a Battle Mountain fire that you can look up that happened in Nevada. One is very famous, we're all familiar with, called Mount St. Helens in Canada. And the other one was in Florida in Apalachicola, where a Bigfoot came injured and burnt out of the forest and was rescued by state forest workers. So one of those, I heard a government individual that was interviewed and said that I was a GS this, and I was on site, and I saw this creature come out of the woods and was tended to by fire personnel and EMTs, and was then taken by the government and carted off after they tended to him. So yes, I believe that we have seen bodies, but I just don't. I just think that the government does not want to talk about it in the same manner that they don't want to talk about UFOs.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
It makes sense, especially if we feel that they may be stronger force than that what we are capable of being able to handle.
Or humans. If they are part human, then what do you do about their rights? What if they deserve land or something? The people that have
how are they going to pay taxes?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Are they going to be working?
Give them a social security card. There are people that have interacted with them, like Ron Moorhead.
They'd make great deckhands.
The police Pastor Pepper's going to put them to work in her business. Okay, so these creatures, people that have encountered them close up, a Class A sighting is like a daytime close up. I can't remember the distance sighting, but there are people who have heard them, the language that has been documented, and you can check out Missing 411, The Hunted, and you can listen to Ron Moorhead and his team talk about, he has a Navy linguist that said, what I heard on these recordings is 100% a language. And he's a 2-time graduate of the Defense Language Institute. So there's a language, and the cultural norms. There are kids, there are women, there are family groups, and the whole 9 yards. As I said earlier, Patty, who you've seen in that 1967 film where she does the turn, that is a female creature. So it's a very, very interesting phenomenon. But as Jermaine Six says here, U.S. government has been covering things up since the beginning. Yeah. Let's see what Terry says. Love Bigfoot. He's kind and quiet. I think he needs a hug.
I'm tall enough. I could reach him.
What I have heard, why would you shoot Bigfoot? I don't know.
Who's shooting Bigfoot?
Well, those soldiers did. So the only thing I can say to you like this, the majority of the encounters that I have heard in about 4 years studying this are positive. But as you know, you guys run into people that we hit in humans. You have murderers, you have serial killers, you have very, very violent actors, people who commit assault. And you would
content creators.
And
they're their own species.
Yeah, we're separate species.
You're not in that.
You would have to imagine that there's also Bigfoots that are of that ilk, that are violent. I've told people in Alaska, some of the encounters I've heard from Native Americans in Alaska, I would not go Bigfooting in Alaska at all. Not here for it. I will go out in Colorado. I would go out in the Pacific Northwest. I absolutely, yes. Yeah, Mount St. Helens. Thank you very much, Leanne. But yeah, that is where that happened. And I could, if somebody wants information on this, I can share you the podcast where people were interviewed that were present when that happened at Mount St. Helens, and the Bigfoot was tended to by EMTs.
I was
Same
just
thing with
thinking,
Battle Mountain.
you
Yeah.
need to, do you have like a reading? Because you know I'm a reader. I just finished, I just finished both the Somerville books. I have to send them to you. They were really good. Yeah. They were hard to find, but I found them. But if there were books, do you have a book list and a podcast list like of suggestions?
I will make one because
Because you know, I'll go through that like nothing.
everybody here needs to go on Amazon and rent Age of Disclosure. It's only about 2 months old. It is 34 government officials talking about what they know about UFO programs. It is fascinating. Both political parties are represented in this thing.
Yeah.
Everyone from 3-star general all the way down to lieutenant. Sightings, program names, and tell them about Jay Stratton. It blows me away that Jay Stratton quote, Bea, where he says, "My name's Jay Stratton. I was a program manager in U.S. intelligence in the Pentagon," and he says, "I have seen both non-human craft and non-human beings with my own eyes."
Wild.
And this guy does not blink when he says that. You know those guys that look at you and stare at you and don't blink?
Yeah.
Jay Stratton, former Navy intelligence officer, is one of those guys.
It's trained that way.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of, I would like to be in the government level like Jay Stratton and Lou Elizondo. Lou Elizondo just looks like a tatted up little Cuban tank who has a vocabulary that is several times greater than mine. And he is going to tell you the things that he knows, what he saw, and why he left government, because he felt he owed it to the American people. So Age of Disclosure, and then what you need to Google on YouTube, everybody write this down. News Nation interview with David Grush. News Nation interview with David Grush. Grush is spelled Grusch. And the stuff he's going to tell you is going to blow your mind. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. I'll start with that.
Yep. I can send you those links, Pepper.
Yeah, send those to me. And I need book, like I'm a book person. So if there's any, that one book you would go to read? Just like one.
I'll have to
just
search
think
that
about
out
it.
about
Just think
Bigfoot
about it.
and or UFOs, because there's UFOs, there's a gazillion, and even Bigfoot, there are some great books. Oh, wait a minute.
A starter one,
Yeah, hang on. There's somebody else that's backstage right now. So, we got to get the applause going. Party people.
Christ, all right.
Put your hands
My arm is
together
broken.
for Jay Brill.
All right, my arm's broken, but I'm doing this.
Going on?
Hi.
Hey, Jay.
Hi. How are you? Hi.
We're talking about.
talking
look at this.
Bigfoot.
Brenna's right there. Woo! We're talking
You were
about
telling me about?
That is the girl you were telling me that I was telling you about right there. She is going. So let's let people know. Brenna is offered to help write a scholarship package. Plus, we're going to do a fundraiser for Jay Brill to get private investigator training and get him certified with the state of Massachusetts. That's what we going to do. So all I got
Follow
to say
your
to that
dream.
Right.
Follow your dream.
And he's good at it.
Yeah. He's got the
good.
gift. If somebody has
Yes.
the gift, they got to use it.
He was in collections. He's a skip tracer. He knows exactly how to get the job done. Just saying.
Somerville, Bea.
Like 13 years.
So she's already done research on this. This girl is such a badass, man. So she's going to help you out. I'm going to put you two in phone contacts so you can coordinate, and
Sure,
she's
yeah.
going to write your package.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
That'd be great for you.
Yeah, it would.
Yep, we're going to make it happen. So we're talking about Bigfoot. And so since we asked Diane, Jay Brill, throughout your lifetime, you know about the Patterson-Gimlin film from 1967 when you weren't born yet, but I was. What? Your thoughts on Bigfoot?
I don't really know about Bigfoot. I've heard stories, but I
That
ain't
was
gonna
me
lie
the
to
first
you.
time.
But
I
UFOs,
don't
you do
know
know
about
you know about because you had tell
Oh,
them
yeah.
about your experience.
Damn, you gonna make me look like that?
What? I've had a sighting. I'll tell mine.
But
I
everybody
was,
thinks
tell
you're
mine.
crazy when you say yes. You had a
listen,
sighting, DJ.
I was in my mid-20s and I was going for a ride to the store, and there was just a light in the sky, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" So I turned around and it started moving slow, and then it went faster, and then it was gone. I was like, "Yeah, what was that?" I knew what it was, but people think I'm crazy, so.
Well, there
I
has
had
to be
one-
something more than us. There has to be.
Oh, I mean, the Drake equation says that the probabilities are just beyond. Donnie, that'd be cool if we can look for Sasquatch. So, all right, Jermaine and Donnie Not Wahlberg need to go on a Sasquatch hike out there in Washington State. This is something that should happen, and then you need to take some photos for Cab.
Jermaine will definitely go.
And
I just
here's-
jumped on to say hi. You know, I made a promise that
Yeah.
I'll come up and surprise Bea. So
Aw.
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
go
See,
take care of business. Time
Yes.
to get back to work.
all right,
Back to
brother.
work. He's working too.
Have
All
fun
Yes.
tonight. And I just want to tell Jay Brill, I had a sighting at 15 in Peekskill, New York, of something that looked like a craft that went over our head. And I lived in kind of a rural area where I grew up, about 40 miles north of New York City.
Yeah.
And it lit up the entire sky. It looked like Close Encounters. I was like, it was me and another 15-year-old or 14-year-old. I think we were 14 or 15 at the time. I was like, that is an effing UFO, man. That
Oh,
was what
definitely.
came
They're
out of our
out there.
mouths. Huh?
They're out there. They're out there.
They're out there, man. So, are you going on with JFK tonight?
I believe we are.
Well, tell he and the boys we said hello and have fun.
All right.
Yes.
Have a good night, you guys.
All right. Thank you for
brother.
stopping in.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
night,
for
Jay
stopping
Brill.
in, Jay Brill.
Thank you guys for everything you're doing for me. I really appreciate it.
Dude, you're such a great guy, man. This is,
I appreciate that. It means
yeah, I
a
mean,
lot.
I
Very
thought
polite.
of this. I thought of this quote right here
I
from.
was raised right.
I know.
I
see
thought
that.
of this quote right here from Maya Angelou. So let me put it up on screen. I'll take this one off and put this one on. Here it is. Share this tab instead. And it goes like this. It says, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Exactly.
And
That's
and
one of
this-
my favorite quotes.
yeah, this is, and I know she's wonderful. And this is all about friendships. That's what this is about.
Trust.
And this is not about, it's about connecting with people. And because of this internet, we have the opportunity to connect with people whom we would not have known.
Broaden
That's
your
how-
horizons. That's what she always
Yes.
talked about. Broadening your horizons.
All three of you, I would not have known were it not for being on YouTube and all this. So, Jay Brill, it's a pleasure, and we'll be in touch. We'll put you and Brenna in touch, and tell the boys we said hi.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. I
Thanks
appreciate
for
you
stopping
all.
in, Jay Bro. Have an
You're
awesome
welcome.
show.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Jay Brill of the JFK Show, party people.
You're gonna make me clap again? Am I broken on? I'm doing it.
We'll even get the train whistle in there. There we go.
The train has left the station.
See, he didn't have time to prepare for me. He didn't know I was gonna play around with push the buttons here.
What else we got? I love it, man. What else we got here? Somebody. Oh, let's see. I just want to get.
You
some
gotta
of the
let someone
quotes
else
up here.
go because Popeye has to go out.
All right, yeah. Hey, if you guts to go, you guts to go.
Oh, he's got to go.
Well, thank you very much for stopping on with us, love. We really
Yeah, I'm sorry it was an
appreciate
accident. I didn't know I was gonna do that, but
No, it was
I'm glad
great.
you did. This is a good accident.
yeah, you're the first. You're my first. You popped the
And-
cherry.
Yes, and
Yeah,
next
see-
time maybe you'll share your face with us.
Hey,
We'll get
don't wanna
just,
see
one
it right
step
now.
at a time.
I just want to say, see, Brenna, first time for Please
Yep,
Pass the
you
Pepper.
popped the cherry. You know how many are gonna be mad at you now? People are gonna be mad.
Definitely. Man. Hey, you know what else we thought too, by the way?
What? What?
Colleen O'Neill would be a great co-host for James.
I know that. Believe me. I worked my
So-
best on that one. Yeah, they're getting there. I'll get them there.
Get them there, man. We can help them out.
That's my goal.
Yeah, like from a preparation standpoint,
Yeah.
me and Bea would be happy to help them on. We would love to see
Yeah.
them launch as James and the Real Deal O'Neill show at
Yeah.
the layover.
It would be great. And
Okay.
thank you for recognizing that too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I
Because
messaged
I
that
love
to-
those too, you know.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I messaged
They're
that to
near and
James.
dear to Peppa's heart,
They are. You mess with them, you're in trouble, people.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on that. I am. It's going to happen. Everything needs to calm down a little
She's
bit.
gonna bring her folder,
A binder
her binder.
with the ruler. She has Bobby, her niece's ruler, and she taps. You see that ruler to scare the hell out of you. Like, oh gosh, she found some more stuff. And when you said, when you were talking about Wade, Bobby Wade is the one that is in the binder. That's why
Yes.
there's a Wade in the binder, and you said Bobby Wade. That's the Wade that's in the
Thomas Wade,
binder.
I was thinking of.
Right.
Thomas
He's
Wade. Sorry,
he's
Thomas.
a good guy.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah,
He
I
is.
noticed that. I was like, oh, I think I cringed with Bea.
Sorry,
No, don't be
guys.
sorry.
You got my Wades messed up. You know,
Yeah.
it's Dwayne Wade. He played for, obviously the Heat. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, well, you can tell them all, James and them, and there's a few others who have been nagging me for years, and I've been saying, yeah, I'll get around to it. Boston.
I will.
Boston,
I am going to
Brandy.
brag to James. ASAP.
You got bragging rights.
Yes.
And you're welcome to come on a round table too. We'd love to
Yeah,
have you
actually,
on
that
there. We'd
I
love
was
to
I
chat.
was typing that. When Mike Crawford did the financial one that one time, quite a long time ago. But I screen recorded the whole thing, and I kept it, and I learned from it. And I let me tell you, I made quite a sum using his suggestions with the stock market. And then when I was watching the ladies' roundtables, I learned some stuff. I mean, I run a freaking company for 25 years, and some of this stuff would have been saved me an absolute fortune if I'd have just used my noggin.
And
you
did
have
you
somebody.
hear our DJ? Our ladies financial roundtable.
That's
Yep,
what I'm
that's what
talking
she's
about.
talking about.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
praising it. It was fantastic. I screen recorded that one too. Because I need to process it. So I would suggest to people during these roundtables, screen record it if you can. Take the information in, write it down in a notebook. I mean, it's valuable. It's very hard to get people to help you in these situations.
And some things may be common sense, but just
Right.
things that you don't think about in the
Oh
moment.
gosh,
You know
Bea.
what I mean?
Wait, so
Like,
when I
it's
see you,
not
I'm gonna
rocket
tell-
science,
yeah,
but
it's not. That's exactly what I said. How did I miss this? This isn't rocket science. That's exactly
Right.
what I said to my son. Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a happy accident. All right, I've been called that before. Anyway, okay, I will see you guys on Wednesday
right.
then.
Bye,
sounds
darling.
good.
We'll see you
Bye.
soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good night, guys. You ready, buddy?
Her doggy's
man.
ready to go out.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Bea, I need you to go through the chat while I take a biological break, and I'll be right back.
Oh, Lordy. Okay. All right. We're doing this. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see here. Thank you, Natalie, for saying I had good advice. Yes, thank you. It was it was pretty interesting. It's nice to talk financial stuff. To change from, true crime. Yes, let me see here. So yes, we're going to be covering on Wednesday the Jodi Hildebrandt story. So that's one that's on a new Netflix, and it's pretty interesting. So we're going to be covering it this Wednesday, probably 8 p.m. Eastern. And please pass the pepper saying, I love that talk. So many women have questions. Yes. Yes, we do. All right. Let's see here. And then let's see, what else are we working on? We're going to do a fundraiser for Jay Brill trying to get his license. He wants to get his official PI license, and we think he's going to do so great. He has that investigative. He wants to get to the bottom of things. So Boston Tea. That's a good one, actually. Let's see. Side note. Thank you, Greek Princess. All right, let's see.
Wait, can you tell him the fake Bea thank you?
Thank you.
Yeah. I love. There's nothing better than the fake Bea thank you. It makes us
It's
laugh.
not fake. It's just the way it comes out.
Huh?
It's not fake. It's just the way it comes out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's not fake.
Thank you, D-Mart.
Bye, Losel. Look at that. Thank you, Karma Dharma, for this great advice.
Seriously.
So much love between you guys in the chat here. The Greek Princess, our new member. Give it. Wait, we need a sound effect for. What do we want for Greek Princess? Thank you, Greek Princess, for becoming a member. We appreciate it, love. You know what? I haven't done my John F. Kennedy impression in quite a while, have I?
No.
All right, maybe I'll read
Are
a
we
comment
due?
like that.
Are
I
we
think
due?
we're due for one.
Okay.
DJ being cool, stunnish.
That's
Thank you,
his brand.
Snowbear. It's my
yes,
brand. It's
it's
my
his
thing.
brand. Everybody
These are like
has their thing.
the Don Johnson. These are called the what are they called? Ray-Ban Clubmaster.
Ray-Ban. Yeah.
All right, let me see. Maybe I could read this one. Try to do John F. Kennedy. I wish I had made financial decisions better instead of just throwing cash at a purchase on things. I need instead of what I want. So there you go. So making changes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of us need financial discipline. And Ruthie Robles wants me to do it. Yeah, I just need something to read. I got to read something. Y'all going to talk about beef tallow? Only if we're talking about French fries and we talk about beef tallow. But if I end up having something to read, I will try to read it in the voice of John F.
But
Kennedy.
financial literacy, the problem is it's not taught in schools. One of the things I used to do, I would always sign up for, we would offer this program where we went into the high schools, seniors, and towards the end of the year, and we would literally just show them how to balance a checkbook. Basic things like, do you want to, if you rent, this is what your income is. So you're given a career with what your salary is. And from there, you have to budget as far as your rent. One-time purchases, like what about if there's this credit card offer that you can pay it off and then you get this and then you get a Dunkin' Donuts, but the interest rate is at 29% versus a credit card or a personal loan that's at 10%. Like we would go into schools and literally just teach these teenagers that they're about to go into the real world and they don't know how to balance a checkbook. And granted, nobody really has checkbooks these days, but it's the premise that, just budgeting and saving and starting to save for your future. And you have to do that when you're young. You know what I mean? You can't just wait till, you get a better job. Any little bit you can put away now is going to make you money in the future.
Thank you. And also, there's a certain.
Sorry for my rant.
No, I
You're like,
appreciate
oh,
this.
okay.
I appreciate this because I also want to highlight some. I heard everything you said. I'm a multitasker when it comes to the show. Financial discipline. There's a financial discipline that Bea has where she will not spend money on this so she can spend money on that. The reason that I know what she makes, and it's a good salary, but she makes the salary go further than most of us would make. And it's because she saves money on these things and doesn't waste money on those things so that when she wants to go on vacation somewhere, she can go. And she's able to, she went on like 3 vacations last year. And the reason that she was able to do that is because she's financially disciplined with her money. So there's that. I want to read something to you now that's from our friend Boozy Beauty that is amazing. And Please Pass the Pepper is the owner of a successful business. And that is why, probably one of the reasons that she's successful in business and that she's able to do the same thing. So good decisions. Exactly. Delayed gratification by Jermaine Six. Exactly. And we're not, Jermaine Six and Donnie Not Wahlberg, we're not letting you guys off the hook on this Bigfoot hike. So, all right.
But, you know, like even talking about travel, like what do I do when I go with my cousins on a trip? We all share one room. There's 4 girls in one room.
Yes.
So, yes, we can stay at a nicer place because we're splitting it by 4. So, you know, we don't need, I mean, you're barely in the room. What, to sleep and take showers? You want to be exploring. So I'm okay with sharing a bathroom and being in the same room with my cousins. And we can afford to go on more trips this way because I don't need my own luxurious, private anything. I'll share whatever. You know what I mean? So just things like that is part of it too.
Yes.
So
see, this is what I admire so much about you is exactly right. So she's pointing it out right there. They were able to go to Aruba last year. They went where else? You went to the DR. Yeah. And then where else did you go? You went on one other trip.
Well, I did Boston to Bermuda. Yeah, but that was just that was different, but that wasn't a girl's trip.
She starts playing with her hair all of a sudden we got to turn sideways. All right, let me read this.
But I mean, it's the point where, you know, I'd rather go on more vacations and share bathrooms.
Yes.
and you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay.
You have a lot. I snore. Do any of your cousins snore?
I don't know. I mean, I'd lose friends.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Bea has 3 other Cuban cousins that she goes on with. So you can imagine the wildness and craziness that's going on with these 4.
I'm the youngest, so I'm the wild one.
Yeah. So it's really funny the stuff they want to do and where they're going to go to dinner, who's in charge of what.
Oh yeah, we have
names.
Yes.
Spanish,
Oh yeah.
English. Yeah. It's great.
And then like one's the planner who plans out all the places we're gonna eat at and go to. And sometimes we'll be like, can you give us time to relax because our schedules are like so busy from the time you wake up. And she'll be like the first one to wake up, and she'll be like, I'm just gonna go for a walk. Like, you know, she doesn't care if we join her or not. She'll like peace out, and we're like, no, wait for us. Like it's a lot of fun. A lot of hecticness, but we have a lot of fun. But yeah, I'd rather share bathrooms and go on more vacations for sure, any day. DJ, you're muted and I can't hear you. So I thought it was me. We have no sound coming in from you. Bueller, I know. We lost the audio. Okay, Bea's not muted. I thought it was me. Oh, he's going to come back in. Sorry, guys. I was trying not to panic here. So I was like, it's me. I'm going to have to leave. Because all of a sudden I couldn't hear him. So he'll be back. So funny. All right. We can't hear you. Can you hear me? No, we can't hear you. Hello from the other side. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, we can't hear you. Should we close out the show then? You want me to close out the show? No? Okay. He wants to fix it. Oh, he's going to come back. I know, I'm going to need a lip reader, right? Did he just give me the finger? No, he would never. Although, who knows? Maybe Bigfoot got to him and stole his audio. We need a geek squad, yeah, for sure. A DJ squad. Now we got Bea. Oops. Careful what you wish for. Let's see. He was abducted. Right? For a second or two. Oh. Let's see. Oh, DJ. 20 questions with Bea. Seriously. Awkward. Awkward silence here. But keep talking to me, guys. I'll keep reading your message. If Bigfoot shows up, I'll pee my pants. Donnie Wahlberg. That's so funny. Let me see. Turbulence. Yes. For sure. I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully he's back. Oh, no audio, dude. The government heard him spilling the beans on Bigfoot and cut his audio. Oh my God, you guys crack me up. I think we're going to have to save it for later, right? On behalf of DJ, I am Boston Bea saying good night, peace out, and we'll see you on the other side. We can hear the audio fine, just not you. Bye guys, see you Wednesday. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you.